we spoke about the difference between being black and a man and black as a woman. Do you feel
Oh,
like it's
huge
more?
difference.
Do you
There
feel
is
it's
a
more
Huge
huge
difficult
difference.
being a woman that's black than being a
It is
man?
peak being a black woman, bro. It's peak.
I don't know
It's
what it's like.
peak.
Like,
So-
when you're a black woman, you have to not only fight for your humanity, not just from your black men, but also from every other race and
Everybody.
ethnicity
Yeah.
and every
Culture,
single person.
everything.
You have to constantly prove yourself. And then it also feels like you're in a competition with other women just so
Yeah.
people can view your femininity. Because, like,
That's
when
valid.
people think of,
yeah.
like, when you think of black women, people always use the terminology like strong, masculine, and all sorts. Like, we have
Aggressive.
to fight to be
Yeah.
viewed as women,
Yeah.
which is so annoying. And then you've got like black men on social media who be like, oh yeah, black women are the strongest women ever, and they're this and then that, you know. They're not here showing our femininity, they're not here showing our softness, they're not here showing our beauty. It's very, like, I'm not saying all
Yeah.
black men, but like the black men who appreciate women publicly is very limited compared to the ones who bash
Yeah.
black women.
Mhm.
Rarity.
Yeah.
Honestly. And to actually get
And
it.
And like,
yeah,
I don't know if
and-
you guys saw, let me just jump in, but there was like a bunch of videos yesterday and like like the past few days of like dark-skinned black women being beaten by dark-skinned black men in groups.
Yeah. I seen one where someone got pushed in a trash can, like they got like, I don't know what they call them, but it's like a huge
Dumpster,
like trash
yeah.
can. They just dumped her in there. I was like, that could be your mother. Like, do you not see the connect here? Like, this is someone that looks like you. This is someone that deals with the same things you do in obviously different capacities and stuff like that. But they're with you throughout all of this. They're the only ones that can understand you, even if they don't go through exactly the same thing as you do, and yet you're treating them like rubbish. Like, I'll be damned if I see a black guy getting flipping. This is, at the end of the day, that's my brother. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know you, but that's
Yeah.
my brother. That's how I view it. Why do black men, like, they don't, like, a lot of them, obviously, again, not all of them before people get triggered, but like, it's like the vast majority of them do not view it like that, and I just don't get, like, what, I don't know, man.
It's actually crazy.
Hey.
I actually don't understand, because I remember one time I was going to McDonald's, and then there was like a group of like guys, most of them black, were sitting on like one of those tables outside, the takeaway tables, and then they were just cussing like every black girl that walked past, and they were like, oh yeah, she looks like a monkey, oh my gosh, I could never wife her, when they're with their partners, like why? And I was,
if a black
I
girl
was
looks
so
like a monkey,
confused.
they look like a monkey too.
Literally. And
Like,
I was
what is going on?
literally, I was so baffled, and I was walking with my boyfriend. We walked past, and then one of the guys was like, "Oh, is that your girl?" And then he grabbed my hand and was like, "Yeah, that is my girl." And I was thinking, these people, like, you're like, this could be your mom, this could be your sister. Like, I'm sure you have family, and they're clearly black because you're black. So how are you hating on your own people? I just actually don't get it.
A lot of people view it as, oh, that's my mom, so I would protect her. But like, you're like, I get that that's your mother, but this is your race. Like, this is like, and I feel like a lot of black men, they forget that what is making the black woman view the monkey is the fact that she is black. And you're also black. So what makes you think that people don't view you as a monkey? What makes you think that you're better? I think the thing is that we've been taught to, there's like the hierarchy thing, right? Where it's like black people end up at the bottom, and then even within like black people, it's like black women, specifically dark-skinned women, end up at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. And so it's like everyone's trampling on everyone, and they're being taught to hate the bottom because they don't want to be at the bottom with these people. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you've been sort of taught to hate yourself, but in doing that, you're hating someone that reflects you in a way. Because that's
why they
definitely helps self-hatred.
The female equivalent of you. Yeah.
And
it's like it's so sad because it's like you've been brainwashed, and here you are just going with the tide, just going with it. Like you cannot be proud of yourself. Like, I just can't.
And for me as well, I feel like for those like black men or whatever that are basically saying like they could never date a black woman, whatever. Fair enough. Everyone has a preference. If you wanted to date a white woman, date a white woman. But what makes it right for you? You have to bash your own people in order to date white women. Like that's what I don't get. I don't get that mentality. Yeah, like.
But when they
what is it behind it? Like,
yeah, and when they have that mentality, I feel like, well, then there's something more behind it, because you've only gone with a white woman because you don't want to be with a black woman, not because that's your preference, not because that's what you want or what you're attracted to.
Exactly.
Definitely,
so there's definitely something behind it. It's more psychological.
I want to jump in as well from that topic. Most of the time they get with white women is because they want to have mixed race children.
Yeah.
And then like
that fetish is
speak on it.
It's so disgusting, because at the same time mixed race girls are usually their preference in the first place, so like they end up sexualizing their daughters and their sons, and I find that really disgusting. Like this goes for like both black women and black men, because there's a lot of black women who are like that as well, who love to be white man's whores or love having mixed race children and only want to have blue-eyed babies and stuff like that. There's a lot of them.
Like, geez, they don't work like that, baby. Like, your like, brown eyes are dominant. Where do you think the blue eyes?
It's really weird to me, because like, why are you sexualizing a child? Like, why are you like?
Yeah, like
I understand. Like, if you love who you love, but don't get with someone just so you can have a mixed race child. That's very disgusting.
Definitely.
And like,
really
what happens if your genes are dominant and like, say you're a 4C head, white nose, dark skinned man, and your child ends up looking just like you? So what are you gonna do to that
what are you
child?
gonna say now? What are you gonna say now?
And 9 times out of 10 in those situations, the child usually, not always, but usually ends up getting abused by either the mother or the father.
Yeah, I've seen, because they did come out like they wanted.
Yeah, I've seen on the timeline where this girl had 4C hair and she was mixed race, you know, obviously light skin and stuff like that. But her mother would cut her hair in ugly ways, and so her father took her to his sister to get her hair done, because obviously he didn't know how to do her hair, and his wife or his girlfriend, whatever the hell she was, didn't know how to do the baby's hair. And then she got angry at him, and then she was like, "Oh, you made my baby look like a nigger." But you're with a nigger. Your child is a nigger. Like, what are you doing? And like, your baby has 4C hair. He was like to her in the text message that he screenshotted, "You made my child look crazy because like she cut the little baby's hair like weirdly. She wanted to give the baby a fringe. You can't give someone who has kinky or curly hair a fringe that, you know, it just sticks up."
This is the worst thing about the whole situation, is the kids end up getting it. Like, whether it be they end up feeling trash about themselves, or they then sort of grab hold of this like superiority complex, something happens, and that also has a domino effect on the black community as a whole. Like, if this person feels trash about themselves, they're gonna go for other people because they're trying to prove themselves, and if they feel like they're light skinned, obviously with the looser hair, they end up feeling like they're because they're being taught by society, also by the people in their home, that they are better. Like, so that's why when it comes to like mixed race babies, but like, is the white counterpart like on it? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, are they really here to like uplift black people in general? Like, you can't expect it to be just because the sad thing is, at the end of the day, it is kind of like what we're talking about, where one person reflects the whole race, and it is a sad reality. But at the end of the day, like, you're creating the division in that place, and it's like, I just don't get people that just label with anyone and not think of the consequences of how it has an effect on your people. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you're having kids.
I understand that.
Like, there's so many people saying that their white counterpart called their child the N-word, and I'm just like, so what were you thinking? Like, what? And now I just don't get. I just don't.
Because that behavior must have been shown before.
Like, and you know what as well, it's like this thing of like, you're going into this relationship simply because, I don't know, you want a child of lighter complexion, fair enough, okay, but more times that person as well, they're ignorant in the situation about black people. They don't know about black people, they don't know about the culture, they have no idea. And you yourself, because you're so like hell-bent on, I just want a light baby, you're not teaching them anything. So it's just like more and more ignorance, and then it makes it worse. And then for the child, then
and the colorism thing even becomes a huger thing now, because it's again the education. Because like even with the hair, it's like you're not even willing to learn how to do their hair or understand their hair.
Like,
You're not even willing. You're just here trying to. How are you trying to make a? Oh gosh! Imagine how that's gonna go. Like that fringe is just to be saying no. Like no, it's not working. So why you just get to know the culture, get to know it's all about education. I think everything just stems back to education. If they're not willing to do it, don't breed with them, man.
Yeah.
Don't